What would you do if doctors told you there was no hope, no treatment, no solution, no chance of recovery? And then, when everyone believed the story was over, something happened that nobody could explain. Not the family, not the hospital, not even the doctors who witnessed it. Tonight, we're exploring one of the most astonishing miracles ever linked to Saint Charbel. A story involving suffering, faith, a mysterious dream, an impossible recovery, and a woman who claimed she woke up with 2 unexplained wounds on her neck after being healed. Whether you're a believer, a skeptic, or simply curious, stay with us until the end, because this story becomes more mysterious with every detail. And by the time it's over, you'll have to decide for yourself what really happened. Throughout history, there have been stories that challenge everything we think we know. Stories that seem impossible, stories that survive because too many people witness them to simply ignore them. The miracle you're about to hear is one of those stories. It begins in Lebanon, a land of mountains, monasteries, ancient churches, and deep faith. And at the center of this story stands a man who died more than a century ago, Saint Charbel, a humble monk known for his silence, prayer, and extraordinary devotion to God. Many believers have prayed to Saint Charbel seeking healing. Some claim their prayers were answered. But one particular case would capture international attention because it involved a woman whose condition appeared hopeless. And what happened next would leave doctors searching for answers. Her name was Nohad El-Shami. She was a wife, a mother, an ordinary woman living an ordinary life. Until everything changed, Nohad suffered from a severe medical condition that affected her ability to move. Her health deteriorated. Simple tasks became difficult. Pain became a constant companion. Doctors examined her. Specialists studied her case. Treatments were attempted. But the prognosis remained bleak. Her condition continued to worsen. Eventually, medical professionals concluded that surgery would be extremely risky and unlikely to restore her health. Imagine being in her position. Imagine hearing those words. Imagine feeling your world slowly becoming smaller, your independence disappearing, your future becoming uncertain. For Nohad, hope seemed to be slipping away. Yet in the darkness of that moment, she turned toward faith. And that decision would change everything. When human solutions seem exhausted, many people begin searching somewhere else. Some search for meaning, some search for strength, and some search for miracles. Nohad began praying intensely. Her family prayed, friends prayed, and among those prayers was a special devotion to Saint Charbel. At the time, Saint Charbel was already known throughout Lebanon and beyond. Thousands visited his monastery. Many reported favors received through his intercession. But nobody could predict what would happen next. One night, after another day filled with suffering, Nohad went to sleep, and according to her testimony, that night would become the turning point of her life. As she slept, Nohad claimed she experienced something extraordinary. She said she saw 2 monks standing beside her bed. One of them was Saint Charbel. The other was believed to be Saint Maron. According to her account, Saint Charbel approached her. He examined her condition. Then he told her he would perform an operation, not in a hospital, not in a clinic, but right there, in the dream. The experience felt real, painfully real. She later described feeling as though an actual surgical procedure was taking place. Everything seemed vivid. Everything seemed physical. And then she woke up. But what happened next would become the most astonishing part of the story. When Nohad opened her eyes the following morning, something was wrong. Or perhaps something was finally right. At first, she noticed discomfort in her neck. Then she realized there were marks. Visible marks. 2 wounds, as if surgery had been performed. But there was something even more shocking. The pain and disability that had controlled her life were gone. Gone. She stood up. She moved. She walked. The woman who had been trapped by illness was suddenly able to function normally again. Imagine that moment. Imagine waking up after believing your condition would never improve. Imagine discovering that your body no longer behaves the way doctors predicted. It sounds unbelievable. And that's exactly why the story spread so quickly. News of the event traveled rapidly. People wanted answers. Naturally, doctors examined the case. The wounds on her neck attracted particular attention. According to reports, they resembled surgical incisions. Yet no operation had taken place. No surgeon had performed a procedure. No hospital records existed. No medical explanation fully accounted for what had happened. Even more surprising was the sudden improvement in her condition. Cases of spontaneous recovery are rare. Cases involving visible wounds and immediate restoration are even rarer. The story became a subject of discussion among believers and medical professionals alike. Some saw a miracle, others searched for scientific explanations. But regardless of personal beliefs, one fact remained. Something remarkable had happened. Before we continue, if you enjoy stories of faith, miracles, mysteries, and extraordinary events that challenge explanation, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Every week we explore real stories that continue to inspire millions around the world. And now, let's uncover what happened after Nohad's recovery. Because the mystery was only beginning. According to Nohad's testimony, the dream contained another detail. A message. She claimed Saint Charbel instructed her to visit his monastery regularly, not just once, not occasionally, but as a testimony to what had happened. She followed that instruction, year after year. Her visits became part of her life, and as word spread, thousands became interested in her story. Pilgrims traveled to see the woman whose life had seemingly changed overnight. Many wanted proof. Others wanted hope. Some simply wanted to know if miracles still happen in the modern world. And Nohad became a living reminder of that question. Decades later, people continued talking about this miracle. Why? Because it touches something deeply human. Not just faith, hope. Every person watching this video knows what it feels like to face something impossible. A problem that seems too big. A diagnosis that brings fear. A situation that appears hopeless. That's why stories like this endure. Whether someone believes it was divine intervention or an unexplained medical event, the emotional impact remains powerful. It reminds us that certainty is often an illusion, that reality can surprise us, and that sometimes the most extraordinary stories begin when hope seems completely lost. Today, Saint Charbel is one of the most beloved saints in the world. His monastery continues to receive visitors from every continent. His story has crossed cultures, languages, and generations. And among the countless testimonies associated with his name, the story of Nohad remains one of the most famous, not because it answers every question, but because it raises so many. Could a dream truly change a life? Could healing happen in a way medicine cannot yet explain? Could faith unlock something we don't fully understand? These questions continue to fascinate millions, and perhaps that's why this story refuses to disappear. The miracle of Saint Charbel challenges us to look beyond what we think is possible. It doesn't force us to believe, it invites us to wonder. And sometimes wonder is where the most important journeys begin. A woman was suffering. Doctors believed there was little hope. She prayed, she dreamed, she woke up changed, and the world has been talking about it ever since. Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you believe miracles like this can still happen today? Or do you think there may be another explanation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective might inspire someone else who is watching. And if this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more extraordinary stories of faith, mystery, and miracles.